What's up, y'all? Today we're finally beginning the Halloween month, so stay tuned. Welcome to my first Halloween month review. So we're gonna be, since this is October, we're gonna be doing some Halloween themed reviews. So this is gonna be my first one for this month, which is the Neca Halloween 2018 Michael Myers figure. Which I think I showed this figure when I done a review on the Roy Burns Jason, because they use a lot of the same sculpting and mold and stuff. I'll get into that in just a minute, but as you can see now, I am missing one accessory, and because I could not find it. I'll explain that in just a minute, but so let's start with the packaging. So this being an ultimate figure, it gets the treatment of the ultimate packaging. As you can see, it's got the Michael Myers mask on there, which is pretty cool. I like this box. It's actually really cool with that Michael Myers mask. It's also got light up, includes light up flickering pumpkin, and says Halloween Ultimate Michael Myers there. See, got Halloween on the side there. With Neca and the same Michael Myers mask. It's the same on both sides, as you can see. There's not a whole lot there at the bottom, but on the top is the same thing as on the sides. And if you flip around to the back, you can see multiple pictures of Michael Myers. Well, all the accessories he comes with, which the only one I could not find for this review was that tiny little hammer right there. I looked all over for that little tiny hammer and I could not find it. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I won't be able to show you the hammer, but I have found all the other accessories. So in just a minute. So with all ultimate packaging, you can open the front here, and there's a portrait of the figure standing on the well, it looks like Laurie Strode's porch from the 2018 movie. See, there's the pumpkin on the bottom of the steps there, and there's where the figure would have been packaged with all the accessories and stuff. So yeah, I like these ultimate packaging. It's a lot easier to open than them clamshells, and a lot of times them clamshells have to throw away because I have to chop them and cut them up, and it makes a mess. So these I can keep. With several alternate hands here, as you can see, you got some pretty bloody hands, as you can see, and now some of these are reused from the same hands as the Roy Burns figure, because here's Roy Burns' hand, and as you can see, it's the same hand sculpt, just different paint apps. And you got this one here too, like in the movie where she shoots two of his fingers off. So that's pretty cool right there. I think this hand came on the figure as a default, I think, but I put the weapon holding hand in his hand for a reason. I'll explain that in just a second. But he comes with this right here. This is the head of the cop that he cut off and made a human jack-o'-lantern out of. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of detail and stuff on here. Now you can't actually take and plug this onto a T1000 mic if you want to. I've actually done that. It'll actually just go right on. But as you can see, a lot of slash marks and stuff. There's a lot of gray paint in the hair there, as you can see. Which in reality, this would take a very long time to pull all the brains and everything out of somebody's head like that and make a jack-o'-lantern. It's not really feasible. But I mean, it's something cool for the movie. But she's got like a kind of a creepy grin out there too. Looks like. Which if you wanted to, I kind of display this on my shelf with the mag light that came with the Alien 3 Ripley, which I don't know what I did with the mag light. It was on my shelf. But, I've been having to move some stuff around, so it's probably got misplaced or something. But as you can see, pretty cool accessory. So here's the light up pumpkin. As you can see, it's a jack-o'-lantern, which it's supposed to light up when you mash the pumpkin stem up here. But mine does not light up anymore because the battery burned out and now won't light up. I'm not sure what battery that takes, but I just have it changed to the X. I usually don't display with it on anyway because it's just going to drain the battery out. But so it's a pretty cool accessory to have in display. It also comes with a tombstone of his sister that he murdered. And it's just pretty cool. It says, "Our beloved daughter, Judith Myers, born November 10th, 1947, and died October 31st, 1963. It's got like a kind of a gray slate tombstone color. It's kind of hollow on the bottom there, and it can sit pretty easily. We've gotten pretty good amount of tombstones in these figures, but there's nothing on the back. And Which there's been two other tombstones they got with two other Jasons. We got the one from part 5 and then the uh, one from part 6 too. So pretty cool. We get little tombstones and things like this that we like seeing in the movies. Okay, so he does come with 3 weapons that he did use in the movie. Now, one of them I said was the hammer, which I could not find. But the next one is this fire poker, which I believe he used this in the house of Laurie Strode's. I think he pulled it out of the fireplace or something. I can't remember, but as you can see, it's kind of a thin plastic. See, it bends really easily. So I usually don't try to put this in ham fight. I'm gonna snap it or something. So I usually don't just play with this. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of metal details on there. As you can see, it's got like a kind of a great black wash on it, make it look like a piece of metal. And there's the handle where you'd hold. It's all one piece of metal. They bent this around to make a handle. You see, it's got some like twisty curves, and they're right there too, which is pretty cool. What I display him with, he comes with the classic Michael Myers kitchen knife. Which is what he usually uses for his main weapon. Which this thing's pretty cool. It's got silver blade, and the handle it's mostly looks like a flat, like a dark gray or black with some silver rivets like holding the 2 grips on, which is pretty cool. The grips are 2 separate pieces from the blade there itself. So you see the tang of the blade in between the 2 grip pieces, and you can get him to hold this, and it will go right in his hand like so, and he gets a pretty good grip on it too. That kind of helps complete the look of Michael Myers. So let's go over the articulation. Michael Myers has a ball joint at the head there, which you can get some pretty good motion. You can get the head tilt pose too there, as you can see. He's got a hinge and a swivel at his shoulder, a double hinge at the bicep. I mean at the elbow there, not the bicep. I'm sorry. So I don't know if he's got any waist articulation in there. It would be hindered by his jumpsuit if he does. But he's got a pretty good, like a ball joint at the hip there. Got a pretty good bend at the knee, and some ankle pivot. And I also forgot to mention before I go, he's got some wrist articulation too. I almost forgot that part. Take a look at the scope, design, and color of Michael Myers, starting with his head. And as you can see, he's got that classic Michael Myers mask on, and which was made up of Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek. And as you can see, this is supposed to be 40 years after the original Halloween. So as you see, the mask is kind of gotten rotten, and it's starting to decay some, and it's old. It's supposed to be old latex. That's why there's cracks and stuff in it. All the cracks and stuff makes it look creepier. I should say it's aged, it's weathered. That's what I'm trying to say. Which as you can see, it's got like a yellow. It's mostly white, but it's got like a yellow wash over it, making it look dirty. That's pretty cool. It's got the hair on the top too, which is a big staple for that as well. And the hair's got some pretty good paint details in it as well. But he does come with an alternate head. I didn't show the accessories, so I'm going to show it now. You can pop this head off, and you can pop on this other head right here. It'll go on. There we go. So now you got this version, and so I think this one's supposed to be Nick Castle in the mask. I think this one's got the black eyes too, and this one's supposed to be what's that guy's name? James U. Courtney, I think is what his name was. It played him most of the time. This one's supposed to be him. And you see, the mask still got the whiten with the yellow wash over it, making it look dirty. This time you actually can see paint on his eyes in there too. When you tilt it, you still get them blacked out eyes, depending on where you tilt the mask at, as you can see. But you can see he's got some piercing blue eyes in there, and some red paint around his eyes too. The hair on this one's a little bit messier than the other one. The other one's kind of straighter. Basically, it's still got the brown paint apps in it and stuff. This one's got some blood on the side of his neck there, and the neck on this one's a little bit dirtier than that other one. So which one do I prefer? I think I prefer the one with the blacked out eyes myself. But yeah, this one ain't too bad though. So going on to his body, he has on a blue mechanic's jumpsuit, which is another trademark for Michael Myers. Which this one it was retooled, for the Roy Burns Imposter Jason, which it had a lot of the same folds and wrinkles and stuff as the other one, but it's not exactly the same, because this one, the collar of the neck is up and the other one was down. And you see this one's an actual blue, and the Roy Burns was like a green because his was actually green in that movie, although it did look blue. But you see, it's got mostly the same details, a lot of the same, like I said, wrinkles and folds and things like that. And you can see it's just a plain jumpsuit. There's not a whole lot of detail on there. There is like a blood splatter or a wound or something right down his chest. Then you see there's a blue T-shirt underneath the jumpsuit there. He got one hand here. It's got a little bit of blood on it. Still got his fingers right there. His other hand's got the knife wound on there. Looks like where he got stabbed in the hand. And his boots are different than Roy Burns. He's got a lot of newer style lace-up mechanic boots. The ones Roy Burns wore a little more old school looking boots, but still pretty cool. And they're all mostly it's just a kind of a shiny black with a little bit of paint details on there, as you can see. And there's not much more at the bottom. There's some tread and some peg holes. Comparison time here is, this 2018 Michael Myers compared to the Roy Burns imposter Jason from Friday the 13th Part 5. As you can see, the jumpsuit, as you can see, has most of the same, like I said, wrinkles and folds and things like that, but there are a few little differences, like the collar there. The Roy Burns has got the wound to his stomach, like from Friday the 13th Part 5, when he got hit with the tractor. And his boots are different too, as you can see. And the color, I almost forgot to add, is different. Michael Myers is actually a blue, and while Roy Burns is more of like a spruce green. But I said a few little differences, but it was just kind of tweaked and retooled a little bit. Here's Michael Myers compared to two other, big slasher characters. You have on one side you have Freddy Krueger, and then on the other side you have Jason Voorhees. And I have other Jasons. That's the only Freddy Krueger I've got so far. I'm gonna try to get some more, but I do have much more other Jasons. It's only Michael Myers I got too, but like I said, I'm gonna try to get the Halloween Kills and the Halloween Ends version. I'll review those as well. But like I said, I got a pretty good bit of Jasons I'll review. I've done reviewed 3 of them so far, but I've yet to review that Part 7 one, which I'm pretty excited to do that one because I really like that figure. And as you can see, Michael Myers and Jason both kind of stand at the same height. Well, Michael Myers is actually a little bit taller than Freddy Krueger, which Freddy Krueger's always been kind of short. He's always been shorter than the other two, and he stands mostly at the same height as other human figures that NECA has produced. And finally, here he is, compared to, on one side, the Predator from the '87 film, and on the other is the concept war. That's the one I have on hand right here. And as you can see, the Predator is just a tad bit taller than Michael Myers, but the Xenomorph just towers over Michael Myers. What do I think of this figure overall? I really do like this figure. There's not much I can really complain about it, And I also like this pose right here too. I got him, man. I usually display him in this pose right here. And now I think I'm gonna try to get the other two from this new trilogy so I can review them as well. But the one from this movie right here was the best movie, and which I got. This is my first Halloween review. I got many more coming, so if you want to see more of those, give me a thumbs up. That help me out a lot, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Until next time.